Welcome to our weekly program, BelAhdan, a show with an accent for those without one. Milgrom spent more than 50 years introducing films to Minnesotans that will never see them anywhere else. I had a chance to meet him at the 35th Minneapolis St. International Film Festival in St. Anthony, Maine.
I'm back at the festival. Last year, the Dinkytown Uprising was like the #2 audience favorite among 250 films. This year, there's a lot of, I think the festival is very strong this year. The most surprising, experimental, innovative film for me was a Chinese movie called Kalili Blues, made by a poet. But the poet turns out to be 23 years old. It won the top prize at Locarno. It's about, there's one amazing shot that goes on for 45 minutes, a traveling shot, through South China village, Jiangxi province. A film on a group called the Yiddish Winkel. Winkel is like a German Stammtisch, where these people want to preserve the Yiddish language, not Israeli, not Hebrew, it's Yiddish. I grew up in a small American town, Pine City, and I knew Yiddish when I was a kid. So this is like characters out of a Fellini movie in Minneapolis. It's going to be about the people that want to preserve the Yiddish language.
You started this more than 4 years ago. Now you kind of away looking in. How does it feel? You were the one who's making the call, getting the movies. Now you are relaxed and looking at it from outside.
Well, all I remember is the many nights that I had to sleep on a couch to get the catalog done in time to the printers. All of the work, and I didn't have the staff like they have now. They're doing a good job. Jesse and Eric are terrific. Jesse Bishop, Eric Wilson, and they seem to have good funding, but it's a totally different board. I'm emeritus, which means I'm out of the picture. And of course, if you look at the derivation of the word emeritus, it's emerit, which means E without merit. So I can get a cup of coffee on being an emeritus, I think. I remember we brought in a lot of Middle East films way back when. We brought Michael Clayfi, some Palestinian director who works in Israel. We had a lot of Eastern European movies, but the whole festival scene has changed. And as the festivals have now become the new art houses. The films here are great to see because at least 70% of them you're never going to see in the Minneapolis, even on the art houses here, not to mention the multiplexes. So there's some films that I would never be able to see otherwise. So I am very grateful to the festival, just from a personal filmmaking point of view, because I can see a lot of films I can steal ideas from. And that's important for, quote, arts.
No, but not a lot of people get this.
Well,
very few people get this platinum.
It's the least they could have given me. Still trying to pay off my hospital bill when I had my.
That's how I recognize your car, with the parking ticket. What's
that's
the deal?
True. I still get parking tickets.
What's the deal with that?
It's a part of my disjunctive character.
They should have a spot for you. One last question. In all these years with the film, is there any film that you did not make it in your festival that you should have, or you could have, all that?
Well, there's a lot of them I wanted to get and didn't get. Most of them, it's like...
You have your ways.
It's like trying to remember negatives. You can't remember what you don't remember. So, maybe a top Fellini movie. I still love Italian neorealism, so I would have loved to have gotten Marcello Mastroianni to come out. He was traveling. you know, we had a lot of directors back in the old days, and I think they should be bringing more people in and having more panels with younger people. But the younger audiences, the millennials, don't have the background to assimilate a lot of this stuff.
I'm giving you credit. You never give up on the Muslim community. You always approach them.
Well,
you always drop their
community.
directory there at the Islamic Center.
I think they're getting a bad press.
Yeah.
I think, you know, well, the world, you know, it's a screwed up world, and all we can do is wait and see what happens January 1.
Okay, well, thank you so much. You've been great to the
look
community.
and keep writing those terrific editorials on the op-edit page.
Thank you, sir.
I love to, you know, no one else is keeping us up to date from Cairo.
I first met Al more than 4 years ago in Dinkytown. As a student, he introduced me to films and introduced me to America. Thank you, Al. You were a rebel then, and you still a rebel.
For the present generation of students, these streets and sidewalks hide the unique story of the Dinkytown Uprising.
Bright are the light of the people's city, but not as bright as the sun that used to shine there. Warm is the glow in the evening window, but not as warm as the love that we used to share. But not as bright as the sun that used to shine there. Warm is the glow in the evening window, but not as warm as the love that